There's no, oh my God, if I don't eat in time, I'm gonna freaking kill someone, and the waiter's taking so long, and I'm not gonna leave a tip. None of that exists. What's happening, YouTube? What's going on, man? So I'm gonna try to do this video in less than 12 minutes, man. Hopefully 10, man. And so this is another roast against Mr. Genetic Beast. And my topic is Genetic Beast has absolutely no clue about fasting, and I'm gonna explain why. What happened is that I did a push-up challenge fasted, and when he saw push-up challenge fasted, he commented, starvation is unhealthy, and I just giggled, man, because I wasn't starving. I was fasted, but I wasn't starving. And so I want to walk you guys really quickly, man, through my experiences fasting, man, because I have real get down experience with fasting. And so maybe you want to like chill out a little bit, man. If you fasted, you're going to go, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. And you're also going to get a new way to approach fasting if you do it again. And if you never fasted, maybe you want to hold off a little bit without and allow me to just explain what I actually ended up doing, man, and really realize that what I'm talking about is the actual experiences, man. And so I'm going to start right now, man, by saying that I went to Thailand and I stayed 21 days at a Buddhist temple, man. And at this temple, man, I was introduced to fasting, man. And they walked me through properly. Now, I'm with freaking Buddhist monks, man. They're freaking serious, man. They're no freaking joke. And so they're very strong people, man. And so now, the first thing, man, that I had to freaking embrace was that fasting was nothing new. Fasting's been around since freaking documentation with Genetic Beast love, man. It goes back to the 5th freaking century, man. Whether you like religion or not, it's there. Whether it's true or false, it's there. But Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And Gandhi and the freaking Hindus, they fast. And the Buddhists fast. And the freaking Tibetan fast. And there's so many spiritual houses that fast. And so fasting's just been there. And so that's something to embrace. So the reason why you want to embrace that is because you don't want to inform fasting what it is. You want to allow fasting to inform you. You don't want to tell it what it is. Therefore, science can't say what it is either. You don't run tests to see what this guy's fasting because no, you don't understand the body, how strong it is. So therefore, you think that if you skip a meal, you're starving, and that's not true. So that's one thing to iron out, that there's a big difference between starvation and fasting. You know there's food. That's another thing about understanding the difference between starvation and fasting is that in the fasting mind, when you go into fasting, you are aware that there is an abundance of food everywhere and that you're not starving because it is there. And so it's not like you're not going to get it. Like with starvation, if you're not going to get it, you may go into that panic mode. That panic mode, it produces that feeling of starvation, but it's not there. If you just forgot about it, man, if you went and did something else, man, the hunger will pass. That has to be ironed out. If that's not ironed out, forget it. You do not qualify. If you told the spiritual leaders, a freaking Buddhist monk, oh no, because of the uptoes, he'll go, okay. He does not have time to hear all that fluff. They've been doing it forever. That's their practice, man. You can't freaking just erase that with scientific literature or because you feel that your body's starving and because you associate hunger with starvation. You can't do that. So you gotta differentiate one from the other. And so now I did that. I embraced that fasting's been there freaking way before I was born. So it's been there. It's nothing new. I embraced that. The second thing I embraced was that there's a difference between starvation and fasting. Starvation, the mind goes into panic. Once that hunger feeling comes in, it's associated with starvation. But it's not starvation, so I got clear of that. I understood that differently now. Now I understand that the body is so strong, man. It doesn't really need food as we think. And so that understanding led me to the next step. And so, by the way, Genetic Beast, don't worry, you don't qualify. And so the next thing to do, man, is to go in there so prepared. When you step into fasting, nobody knows about it. It's not for shits and giggles. Oh my God, I'm fasting for 5 days and on day 1 and day 2. No, you stand strong to fast. And so nobody knows, you don't announce it, and you go through the process. And so, like, for an example, if I told one of my spiritual leaders, oh, tomorrow I'm fasting, they'll give me a stared-eye look. The stared-eye look means, why are you announcing it? So in other words, it's nonverbal. You don't explain it. You don't inform it. It's a spiritual state. And it's a very powerful spiritual state because you're denying food. The person that can deny food is freaking powerful. And so you guys that don't understand it or won't differentiate anything, you don't qualify. So that's it. You're out, man. So now I'm standing strong, man. Now I'm going to go through the process. Since I'm going strong, the headaches and all that stuff, so be it. By day 2, I'm feeling horrible, but you can't tell. I'm standing so freaking strong that you can't tell. I'm moving around normally. I'm doing everything normally. And by day 4, I'm freaking elated, man. I'm freaking in heaven now. You won't understand this, man, intellectually. Everything that I'm saying, you cannot freaking embrace. You have to have experience fasting to actually understand what this person is talking about. And so if you're left with, oh no, because of the signs, then okay, take it. Take it. That has no place with us, man. And so this stuff is so powerful, you just have to be it. In other words, man, when we walked across fire, anybody that said, can I do that? Out. And it was so serious that there's no second chance. Because when you doubt yourself like that, forget about it. If you ask a question, out. Because once you go through the process and you get the strength and you get the spiritual fortitude to take those measures, there's no questions. Questions do not exist. And so now, I'll iron it out. Fasting's been there before I was born, before you were born. It predates back to the 5th century, man. It's everywhere, man. So many different types of fasts, spiritual fast, religious fast. You have health fast. They all carry their own different premise. The understanding between starvation and deprivation, and also deprivation, that needs to be ironed out if it's not ironed out. So that's clear. I understand that I grew up, oh, I'm starving, or I could eat a horse and all that stuff, and all that is fluff. That's out. There's no starving here, man. The other thing about us is that we do not value food like you guys do. If I skip a meal, nothing happens. If I feel weak within anything, nothing happens. My body dictates, man. It can hold up. It doesn't need to, like the way you guys need to turn to food, because if you don't, then you're starving. Sometimes I go to my friend's house and I don't eat. They go, oh, man, you're going to eat? And I go, no, man, I'm cool. And I'm freaking doing things, man. I'm playing with the kids or whatever, man. I'm holding it strong because I don't need to. There's a certain innate intelligence that the body has that when it opens up, it chooses for you. This is something that is nonverbal also. I can explain how my body just chooses, man, but it just chooses. Anyone that's in the spiritual realm that's fasted before knows exactly what I'm talking about. So you're tuned in with me. You know what I mean, that there's no clock. There's no time. Oh, 2 o'clock, I got to eat lunch, and 7 o'clock, and if I don't eat, there's no anger around it. There's no, oh my God, if I don't eat in time, I'm going to freaking kill someone, and the waiter's taking so long, and I'm not going to leave a tip. None of that exists. Because I don't hold that value system that I got to eat, and then if I don't eat, and then you're supposed to eat because the cells are going to starve, and that's starvation, and then you can't, and it's unhealthy, and that's not healthy. We don't have that. And if you want to talk about it, man, take a look that if I did 21 days and I'm freaking here, and I've done it so many freaking times and I'm still here, you may want to wonder why I'm not dead. Oh, you look dead. That's your freaking fluff talking, man. Your tricks, because you can't handle this. This is why I'm doing these educational videos, man. And so I apologize to my spiritual leaders if they ever come across me freaking uttering this, man, because I'm not supposed to. This is not shits and giggles. I'm gonna fast and I'm so hungry. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna faint. Oh, now I'm getting sick. Oh, my blood pressure. Check my vitals, please. I need to eat. No, there's none of that. We hold so freaking strong, man. Alright, man, so I said I would cover as much as I could within 10 minutes, man, because let me tell you, this actual topic is a months long. I just can't do it, man. I just can't freaking explain that. Freaking, it's not even knowledge, man. It's not knowledge. It's deeper than experience. Is deeper than whatever you think of knowledge, whatever you think experience is deeper than that, man. And so anyway, man, I'm gonna cut it here because I do not want to make a long video, man. And so until the next video, catch ya.